All right, so you want to rank higher on Google, right?
Yeah, who doesn't?
Exactly. We all do. And I think a lot of people get overwhelmed, right?
Oh, yeah,
Like, where do I even start?
totally.
So today we're going to deep dive into a guide we found that gives like the foundational principles of SEO, and we'll try to break it down into some like actual things you can do.
Actionable steps, right?
Right.
You know what's crazy is like the fundamentals haven't really changed that much since '98.
Yeah, it's true. Like the core concepts.
Yeah. Show up higher in the search results, you're going to get more traffic.
So simple.
Yep.
But of course, everyone always wants to know,
When will I see results?
yeah, how long is this going to take?
The $1,000,000 question.
So we found this quote from John Mueller at Google, and he says, indexing can take anywhere from several hours to a few weeks.
Oh, wow. So that's just for Google to even know your site exists.
Right, to like find it and start
Crawl it.
crawling it, yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like actually ranking higher and seeing like significant improvement,
Yeah.
that can take months or even a year.
Wow. Okay, so patience is key.
Patience is key. That's right.
But I did see that Mueller, he said there are some things you could do to help Google find your site faster.
Oh, really? Like what?
Like simple things, like make sure your server's fast.
Oh, right. Server speed. Yeah.
Your pages are linking to each other. Well, you don't have a ton of unnecessary pages.
Wow. You get rid of that clutter.
And using tools like sitemaps and Google Search Console to like directly tell Google, hey, look at my stuff.
Right. Submit it.
Yeah.
But his main advice to create like fantastic, high quality content.
Content is king.
Content is king. We always hear that, right?
Always.
So let's jump into some concrete things you can do, starting with like the foundation of your website.
Okay, so you got to think of it like this. If your site has technical problems,
Right.
or if it's like a pain to use,
Yeah, frustrating.
Google's going to have a hard time understanding it, and it's like crawling it and people just leave.
Bounce. Yeah.
So that means stuff like navigation.
Yeah.
Making sure people can find what they want in like 3 clicks or less.
Oh, the 3-click rule, right?
Yeah, exactly. And making sure your site is secure with HTTPS.
Oh, that's so important.
Huge. And also how quickly your pages load.
That's a big one.
To do that, you can compress your images, use caching, and make your website code like clean and efficient.
Yeah, and you definitely want to use Google Search Console to find and fix what they call crawl errors.
Crawl errors. Those are like the things that are stopping Google from doing its job.
Right.
Like broken links or pages that take forever to load.
You also might hear about Core Web Vitals.
Oh, yeah, that sounds technical.
It is, but the point is you don't have to have like perfect scores.
Oh, okay.
Just focus on like a site that's functional and user-friendly.
Got it.
So here's what you can do this week, okay? Run a Google Search Console audit and fix 3 major issues you find.
3. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, like broken links, slow loading, times, mobile responsiveness, whatever comes up.
I can handle that.
Yeah, and then just check your crawl stats again in 2 weeks.
Right.
Now, when it comes to what you put on your site.
All right, the content.
Yeah, Google really cares about this thing called EEAT.
EEAT. What is that?
So it stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness.
Oh, wow, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, so basically it means like, does your content show that you know what you're talking about? Are you an authority? Can people trust the information on your site?
So like Google wants to see that I'm a real expert.
Yeah, and
And not just like making stuff up.
right, not just like some random person.
Yeah, got it.
And importantly, your content needs to answer questions that people are actually searching for.
Right. Solve problems.
Solve their problem.
Be useful.
Yeah, exactly. Be useful.
Okay.
So the guy has some good tips here, like writing engaging titles that are around 135 to 159 characters.
Oh, there is a character count.
There is, yeah. And create unique meta descriptions with keywords. Don't just let Google like auto-generate them.
Oh, yeah, I hate those.
Yeah, they're not good. And then really use expert sources like cite them, use case studies, bring in some other smart people.
Oh, like have some guests on my site.
Yeah, have some guests collaborate.
I like that.
So here's another action item for you.
Yeah, hit me.
Pick 3 pages on your site that aren't performing well, like they have low clicks or they're ranking poorly, and update them.
Update them. Okay.
Like add an expert citation or some new insights or maybe even a new section or an FAQ.
Freshen it up.
Freshen it up, yeah. And then track your click-through rate and how engaged people are for like the next month.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, so you've got a solid website foundation, great content now. How do you make sure Google understands it and that users can find what they need?
Right, make it easy for everyone.
Make it easy for everyone, and that's where on-page optimization comes in.
Okay.
So you want to craft really good titles and meta descriptions.
Okay.
Titles should be under 60 characters, and they should really align with what people are searching for and include your most important keywords.
So, like, if I was writing an article about, I don't know, the best running shoes,
Okay.
my title might be like, Top 10 running shoes for marathon training or something.
Perfect, yeah. And the meta description should be like a little summary that also uses those keywords.
Okay.
And internal linking is super important. So that's where you're like linking pages on your site to other relevant pages.
Yeah, like if I had an article about marathon training and another one about preventing injuries while running,
Right.
I could link them together.
Exactly. And instead of just saying like, click here, use descriptive text, like learn how to prevent running injuries.
Oh, so it's clear where the link goes.
Right, exactly. And then you want to structure your content so it's easy to read.
Oh, yeah, make it skimmable.
Skimmable, right.
Short paragraphs, bullet points, you know.
Exactly. Headings, subheadings, break it up.
Yeah, people don't want a wall of text.
No one wants to read a novel.
Totally.
All right. So next action item.
Oh, good. I like these.
Find 3 pages on your site that get lots of views, but not that many clicks.
Oh, okay. High impressions, low click-through rate.
Yeah, that's a good point to focus on.
All right.
Rewrite the meta descriptions for those pages.
Right.
Really think about the searcher's intent, like what are they actually looking for, and use your keywords naturally.
Okay.
And then add at least one internal link to each of those pages from other high traffic relevant content.
Oh, so like boost them up.
Boost them up.
Yeah?
Yeah, give them some link juice.
Okay, I like it.
And again, monitor your click-through rate and engagement for the next 4 weeks. See what happens.
All right, I'm taking notes.
Awesome. Okay, so last but not least, we got to talk about schema markup.
Schema markup.
Oh,
That sounds a little intimidating.
So think of it this way. Schema markup is like a way to give Google extra information about your content so it can show up in those cool, rich results,
Rich results, what are those?
Oh, like star ratings, prices, those extra details you see in the search results.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, so for example, if you're selling a product, you can use product schema to tell Google, like, the name of the product, the image, the price. Oh, okay. So it's like I'm labeling all the important stuff.
Exactly. And there are schema types for like all kinds of content, articles, FAQs, events.
Oh, wow.
Local businesses, recipes.
So like if I had a restaurant website, I could use schema to like show my menu in hours.
Exactly.
Okay.
So to implement schema markup, you basically identify the right schema type for your content. Use a tool like Google's Structured Data Markup Helper to create the code.
Code. Oh, gosh.
I know it sounds scary, but there are tools that help you.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. And then you validate it with the rich results test and add that code to your website.
Got it. And like, why should I bother doing all this?
Oh, it can really make a difference. It can increase your visibility in search results, get you more clicks, and improve user experience.
It's like a win-win-win.
Exactly, a win-win-win.
I like it.
So here's your last action step for today.
Okay.
Choose one of your most important product or service pages and implement schema markup for that page.
Validate it and then just see what happens. Track your impressions, click-through rate, and click performance in Search Console for like 2 weeks. See if you get more clicks.
Okay, sounds good.
So as we wrap up here, I think it's important to remember that improving your Google rankings takes time and effort.
Yeah. There's no magic bullet.
No magic bullet.
Just consistent work.
Exactly.
On these fundamentals.
Right. So what do you think is like the most important thing people should focus on?
Well, I think for me, it's really understanding the searcher's intent. Like, what are people actually looking for when they type in certain keywords?
Yeah, that's huge.
Because if you can create content that truly answers their questions or solves their problems,
Then you're golden.
then you're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't try to do everything at once. Just pick 1 or 2 of these action steps and start there.
Yeah, little by little.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Right. And use Google Analytics and Search Console to track your progress.
Data tells the story.
This data tells the story,
Right.
right? So figure out what's working for you.
All right, so I have one final thought.
Okay, hit me.
Out of all the things we talked about today, which one action step do you think would teach you the most about how search engines see your content and what your audience responds to?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's what I want our listeners to think about because that's the best place to start.
Awesome. Great advice.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
It was fun.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.